Greetings. This is a short review how to find summary statistics using our TI-84 calculator. So we can find, or we can have our calculator find the summary statistics of a data set using one var stats. So let's take this small data set here, 3, 4, 7, 9, 18. Let's calculate the median, the interquartile range, and the mean. And probably actually also the standard deviation would be good. Let's do them all, right? Okay, so here's our calculator. I'm going to go into stat. I'm going to go to edit. Go into L1, and I'm going to get on top of L1 and press clear, get rid of anything that happens to be in there. Let's go ahead and make that screen bigger for you so you can see what I'm doing. And what we're going to do is we're going to input the data into this once we get this list cleared out. So once I get on top of L1, we'll press clear. And we'll hit the down arrow, and notice that clears out all of the data in L1. Okay, so I'm going to close this up a little bit and move it around so I can see my numbers. So let's see, what are my numbers there? 3, 4, 7, 9, and 18. So let's go 3, and then we'll go 4, then we'll go 7, then we'll go 9, and then we'll go 18. Okay, so now we've got our data in there, very small data set. Makes it easy to get in there. We can get the median, the interquartile range, the mean, and standard deviation quite handily by going into, let's go ahead and make that screen bigger for you again, by going into stats again and going into the calc menu and grabbing the very first option there, which is one var stats. Now if you've got an older calculator, it will not give you this menu driven one. It'll just come back one var stats to the window, which is just fine, no worries. The default list is L1, so if your data is in L1, you don't need to do anything. If not, if you need to tell it the name of the list, notice that the lists are given as second functions from the keys 1 through 6. So say for example my data had been in L2, I could have hit a second and the 2 and it would have pasted an L2 in there for me. But I'm in L1, let's leave it alone. For us, we're not going to mess with that freak, so just leave the freak alone. Let's go down to calculate, hit an enter, and there you go, all the stats fit to print. Okay, now how do we get them off of this list? Because it gives us way more information than we actually needed. So first of all, there's your mean right there. There's X bar, that's 8.2. If I want to get my median, that's handy, it's right there at 7. If I want to get my interquartile range, well, I'm going to have to take the difference between 3 and 13.5. So the interquartile range, the upper number on it will be 13.5 and the lower number on it will be 3.5. So in this case, that's going to be 13.5 minus 3.5 or 10. So the interquartile range here would be 10. Okay, so we got all those. What about our standard deviation? Well, to get the standard deviation, we're going to use S sub x. Only time you're going to use sigma sub x, this guy right here, is if you were told that it was a population that you're entering. So you're not told that, so the assumption is it is a sample. So sample statistic for the standard deviation is always given by S. And so that would be 5.9749. Okay, hopefully you found that useful. Give me some feedback if you need more help.